respected judges, ladies and gentlemen, I am Alicia Mahitra Indran, a Form 4 student from SNK Sri Garing Rawang. While I am a fine student, I am also a teenager who is greatly influenced by books, leadership, and my personal passion for language. As I sit here before you today, I consider myself influenced by these three concepts of leadership, literature, and life. In my current role at school as Vice Secretary of the Prefectural Board, former Head Prefect of the afternoon session, and as an AGK of the Malay Language Club, Scouts, and a member of my school's netball team, I have always considered leadership as responsible action rather than just a title. Words have paved the way on my journey into successes. There exist tangible experiences in having received third place in the National Creative Writing and Poetry Recitation Competitions, second runner-up in the Aspirasi Generasi Madani Pidato Competition, and being the UKM champion of Pidato Kesenian Kebangsaan Kembara Sejana Loka to help me realize that words are more than characters of a language, but the very essence of my identity. What made being selected as the top 60 short stories in Selangor to be published in an anthology, which is a dream come true for aspiring writers. But not only did that happen, but I can honestly say literature is not my hobby, it is my compass. I have read and recorded more than 600 books in ounce. However, my choice to participate in Bahasa Melayu competition proves evidently that I hold the concept of MBMBI that was introduced by KPM close to my heart, which is to strengthen the national language while also mastering the international one. That balance of identity and progress is why I'm here today. Today, I'll be presenting to you 3 books that have not only shaped my mind, but also my soul. Tales of Mothers 2, of Love and Courage, which was edited and compiled by Dr. Muhammad Mahmudul Hassan and Dr. Rauda Muhammad Yunus, is the book that has the biggest impact on my life. This book, which was published by Iman Publications in 2015, pays homage to the tenacity, selflessness, and unflinching spirit of mothers in Malaysia. A Fisherman's Tale is another outstanding work by Dr. Rauda, a medical professional and author who has written intensively about compassion, faith, and family. The book felt genuine and near to heart right away because it was written by people who understand both intellect and emotion. I made a commitment to myself to read this book honestly when I paid 30 ringgit for it at the popular bookshop Rawang. Furthermore, this is not a book that belongs on shelves, but every Malaysian home must have this. Why? It is because this book tells us about the woman who made those victories possible. Whereas history books tell us about wars and victories, it serves as a reminder that every achievement, whether it be scholastic, private, or national, is the result of a mother's often unseen sacrifices. The book resembles my own life is what mostly interested me. My mother served as my first teacher, and her principles of self-control, modesty, and tenacity have been woven throughout every phase of my life. I had the impression that I was revisiting my own memories as I read the story rather than merely flipping through the pages. I was particularly moved by a story about a mother who sold food on the side of the road every day in order to pay for her daughter's tuition at university. Her blistered hands represented bravery and were more than just hands. They relentlessly and silently carried the burden of dreams. As I read this, I pondered, if she never gave up, what justification do I have for giving up when I faced difficulties? This book is a call to gratitude rather than just a compilation of stories. It teaches us that strength does not require praise, sacrifices are frequently invisible, and love is silent. It made me cry and made me think through Dr. Siti Hasma Muhammad Ali's statement. Every nation's success is the result of its mother's dedication. Every page inspired me to honor my mother in deeds as well as words, to put more effort into studying, to have more ambitious dreams, and to lead a more purposeful life, because I will never be the one to achieve my goals, but the woman who had faith in me before I had faith in myself will always have them too. For this reason, I reiterate Tales of Mother 2 is more than just a book. It is a legacy of bravery, a lesson in thankfulness, and a mirror of love that ought to be in every home. Next, Heart a History, a renowned author and cardiologist, Dr. Sandeep Chahar, is the second book that influenced me. This book is more about professional inspiration than is about personal memory, in contrast to the first one. It documents not only the science of heart, but also it associates with passion, dangers, and humanity. It opened my eyes as the prospective doctor that medicine is about empathy as much as anatomy and diagnosis. Jabha tells us the tale of a surgeon who, while performing surgery, practically spoke to a failing heart as though it could hear him. That picture is stuck with me. Medicine is about people, not just about machines and miracles. It brought me to mind Tan Sri Dr. Jamila Mahmud, the founder of Mercy Malaysia, who famously remarked, compassion is just as important as competence. This book served as a helpful reminder that the white coat should never be a sign of authority, but rather a service. My last and final book, Kuko Nilai, Kuko Negara, a Malaysian textbook that emphasizes how values are cornerstone of national progress, is my third book. It's a reminder that individual achievement is meaningless without social responsibility, was what most impressed me. Honestly, solidarity and respect are lived choices as well as written values. This book made me to think about Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hajj statement. We must respect each other and learn to live together as a family in a world where division is louder than unity. The message is straightforward but impactful. Values shape nations just as books shape people. Books are more than just bound pages. Ladies and gentlemen, they are bridges that unite us, mirrors that reflect us, and compasses that direct us. I feel thankful after reading Tales of Mothers 2 and Heart. I learned empathy from a history class, while I was reminded of responsibility by Kuku Nilai and Kuku Negara. Together, they helped me to mold into a person I am today. A leader, a student, a daughter, a future doctor, and most importantly, a proud Malaysian who values compassion, morality, and fortitude. I'll end by quoting Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, education is the most powerful weapon for a nation's progress. Additionally, I have learned how to live, love, and lead from books in addition to classroom instruction. I think that this book should be owned by every aspiring students in our country, especially the Tales of Mothers 2. Thank you.